start with our prayers. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Asato ma Sadgamaya Tamaso ma Jyotirgamaya Mritturma Amritam Gamaya Aviravirmayedhi. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Amba Tvam Anusandadhami Bhagavad Gita Bhavadveshini. May we be protected, may we be nourished. May we study with energy and vigor. May our study be enlightening and not give rise to hostility. Om peace, peace, peace. Lead us to truth and not to untruth. Lead us to enlightenment and not ignorance. Lead us to immortality and not death. Let the self-manifest Atman grow in me. Om peace, peace, peace. O Bhagavad Gita, with which Partha was enlightened by the Lord Narayana himself, and which was incorporated in the Mahabharata by the ancient sage Vyasa, the Blessed Mother, the destroyer of rebirth, showering down the nectar of Advaita, and consisting of 18 chapters, upon thee, O Bhagavad Gita, O loving Mother, I meditate. So greetings today. Today is Father's Day, as I was told. So, Pitasi lokasya characharasya. So it is the Supreme Father, Father in heaven. We are familiar here in Western world. Father in heaven. So heaven must be somewhere else. But luckily our heaven is within. And in Christianity also it is. The pure in heart, heaven, or that heaven is within us. Blessed are those, yeah? Say it again. The kingdom of heaven is within us. So it is, everywhere it is there, but somehow we posit somewhere else. That is the problem. So let us discover Father who is sitting within us, who is blessing all the time. He is ever blissful, and also bestowing bliss. Today is another day. It's called Dashahara, Ganga Puja Day. So on this day, Ganga is worshipped. It is considered that Ganga descended on this day, and Shiva accepted that. That means it was a great surge of water. So how to control that? So Shiva agreed. But the problem is, after entering into the jata of Shiva, Ganga would not come out. So she refused to come out. Then that Bhagirath, what was a great sage, actually who praised Ganga to and prayed to come down from the celestial world to this world. And then when Ganga entered in the jata means locks of Shiva, I think it is like a Himalaya. Himalaya. I'll tell you before that. Now once, see, we were doing relief uh, in western Nepal, Baitadi. So one day Swami Sridharanji told me, you see that hillock and a half circle moon is also there. And that was the day of that Muharram or something, like Muslim festival. And water also was coming. So Swami Sridharanji told me, see the concept of Shiva. Shiva is like meditating mountain. And within that, so he is like Ajar, Amar, Sumeruvat. So unmoving, eternal. So Shiva is like that. And half moon is adorning his jata. Jata means locks. And Ganga is flowing. So this is the concept. So Shiva, concept of Shiva also like that. Shiva means auspicious. So anyway, jata means locks. Here we can think of that it is Himalayan mountain, and Ganga entered into it, and it was not coming out. Then Bhagirath had to do a lots of penance. And then it came out, and while going to the plains, again it went into Janhu Muni's, that place of great tapasya, penance, and entered in that Kamandalu, and she would not come out. Again Bhagirath had to do a lots of tapasya, then Ganga came out. So Sri Ramakrishna once was walking in Panchavati. And all of a sudden, he had that doubt. Is it all real or just mythology? And this was came to his mind, and he was walking, strolling. And then after a certain time, he heard conch shell sound. Like, that you must have seen, like conch shell is blown. And then a boy was going forward with blowing the conch shell, and lady was coming behind, like Ganga. So then he believed that this is all true. And on this day, he used to encourage his direct disciples to worship Mother Ganga. So in Belur Math also we do. On this day, we worship Ganga. Nivedita told that Swamiji got all his inspiration from his Guru, Ganga, Gita. So Guru is Sri Ramakrishna, and Ganga is not only a river, it is the spiritual stream that is coming out. So it is spiritual stream. Now think of this, that Ganga is now spreading all over the world. Spiritual knowledge is spreading all over the world. And Mother had that vision. One day, Mother was sitting on the bank of Ganga. It's Nilambar Babu's garden house. Now we call it Old Mutt. And Mother saw that Naren, Vivekananda, came from behind and entered into Ganga. And Mother saw that Ganga is nothing but Sri Ramakrishna, and started sprinkling that water all around. This was envisioned by Mother Sharda Devi. So that is why Swami Vivekananda had to come to the West, and through him this spiritual knowledge is spreading. So what is the usage of that? You see, like, anything, why should we do? This question must be asked. But if you see today, even today, what is world? Lots of conflicts are going on physical level, on mental level, on, say, social level, in all levels. And it is not unnatural, this is natural. So if a problem is there must be a solution. So in one stream we can see the world is suffering. Not only that world is suffering, the world that is within us, that is also cause of great suffering. So we need to find that ambrosia, the water of Ganga, in today's context. And Ganga is Gita, spiritual stream. So worship of Ganga is very important. It is symbolic, maybe symbolic. But it's not only symbolic, it is physical there. Even Ganga, the water Ganga is also purifying. Once mother's companion had a doubt that mother is engrossed in the world, and Sri Ramakrishna says that she is Saraswati and she is all purifying. How is it possible? And immediately she saw a vision that something was floating with all the entails, etc., in the Ganga. Then Sri Ramakrishna was indicating, see, even all those things are there, but Ganga is purifying all the time. So it is Holy Mother also, Ganga, who is purifying. So it is enriching, purifying, enriching, divinizing. And Gita is also doing so. That is why it is, if someone wants to take it as symbolic, let him take symbolic. If someone wants to take it as physical, yes, it is physical also. Like Jagannath Mahaprabhu is called Daru Brahma. And Ganga is Brahman, like Vari Brahman. Vari, water Brahman. That's why even, here many people bring Ganga water from India. And we also, we use it for our worship. So it is purifying. Swami Vivekananda used to keep a little bottle of Ganga water. And when he thought that his mind is getting blemishes, then he would sprinkle some Ganga water, drink a few drops, and say, Shiva, Shiva, Shiva. Immediately he had that vision or that uplifting feeling that he's in the lap of Himalaya and Ganga is flowing. So Ganga is very purifying, and on this day we are to remember. And here I call this Columbia Ganga. So we have also Ganga. And we in our retreat also we have little Ganga, little Yamuna, and little Saraswati. Okay, so with this, now our Ganga, which is, purifying the thoughts, very important. All these problems we face, we suffer, and it is given here. The situation is, this teaching was given in a battlefield. Just imagine. Battlefield today, nobody knows where a missile will come from, which side. And everybody is afraid all the time. And I need not mention what is happening, you know very well. So, what I'm saying, that this is real Ganga, thought Ganga. So let us take bath in this Ganga, purifying. So we have already seen that 5 stages Bhagavan said. First, Sarva Karma Phalatyag. Renounce all the fruits of actions to me. Then you need not worry about it. Okay, you cannot do it, fine, no problem. Try to do it. Abhyas. And if you cannot do that, we have already, so I'm just mentioning, if you cannot do that, then jnanam abhyasat. Athaitadapyasaktosi matkarma paramo bhava. Abhyasepi samarthosi matkarma paramo bhava. Madarthamapi karmani kurvan siddhim avapsasi. Okay, if you cannot do this, at least do my job, my work, my service. So karma yoga. That's why, we practice here to do a little of karma yoga. Then in our working field also we should feel that I am doing karma yoga. Say, suppose you go for shopping, you buy something and cook and then eat. Think about it. While buying, you think, or procuring, you think that you are procuring for your chosen ideal. And then bring it, and what to cook? Ask mother what to cook. And whatever comes in your mind, cook that. And thinking that I am going to offer this to God, your chosen ideal. And then think about it, that you cooked and then you offered and get prasad. So this is one idea. Another idea, I have to go there and buy so many things, and whatever I lay my hands on, that is procured and then cooked, and while cooking so many disturbances, and then somehow gobbling things, and then rushing for the office or whatever, wherever you work. Both are different. What is difference? Attitudinal correction. So we have to do the same thing. It's not that we abandon everything and we go to Himalaya and do nothing and close our eyes and meditate there for eternity. Not that. Wherever we are, we have to do in a better way. Procure things in His name. Cook for Him, or say mother. Then offer that. And then while eating also you can offer that to the Divine who is sitting within. So this is the difference. So this we have to learn. So that's why Bhagavan said, Abhyasepi samarthosi matkarmo paramo bhavo. Madartham api karmani kurvan siddhim avapsasi. If we are dedicating your work to me, then you will attain perfection. And before that he said, Mayyeva mana adatsa. Establish your mind in me. Anchor your mind in me. Mayi buddhim niveshaya. Niveshishasi mayyeva ataurdham na samsaya. So all these five stages he has already said. So the lower one comes the last, and the previous one was greater. One thing that I emphasized beforehand, that nothing is to be discarded or looked down upon. Bhagavan said also that name drishyasti na priya. Nobody is samoham sarva bhuteshu. I am equal to all. Name drishyasti na priya. Ye bhajanti tumam bhaktya te mai te teshu chapyaham. So he who worships me, say you are thinking of mother or Guru Maharaj or your chosen ideal. Naturally you are close to him or her. So it is not that they have partial treatment for us, but how we deal, how we perform our actions every day, that is important. Even if someone is not apichet sudurachara bhavati bhajati mam ananya bhav. So even apparently he is a ruffian, but he worships God with whole heart. Know for certain he is also a great soul. And very quickly he will kshipram bhavati dharmatma shashat shantim nigacchati. So very quickly he becomes dharmatma and he attains the perfection. So 5 kinds of sadhana, Bhagavan said, dhyanam and karma phalatyaga and nididhyasana, ishar, and whatever comes as the prasad of God. So all this we have studied already. Now comes some signs and symptoms. And I mentioned last time that in all our spiritual scriptures, sarvatra hi adhyatma shastre kritartha lakshanani yani, whatever is the signs and symptoms of perfected souls, or whatever is perfection, that is mentioned. Why? Tanyeva sadhanani upadishyante. Because these are the qualities that is to be cultivated and that is to be pursued to. And how it is? Yatna sadhyatvat. With great effort, with whole heart. Yani yatna sadhyani sadhanani lakshanani cha bhavantitani. So whatever sadhana, whatever is mentioned here, this is to be practiced. Then only it has meaning and it will give that fruits thereof. One thing is to be mentioned. When we cultivate such qualities, the fruits is delivered then and there. It's cash down payment. Not assurance that it will be given when you die, after your death, then you'll go to heaven. No. Here and now. It's cash down payment. So, would you like to be assured, okay, you'll be given a beautiful place and there you'll have a mountain view or ocean view? Or you want to have that peace and tranquility and that joy within, here and now. So, Bhagavan gives, like he tells this. And choice is ours. I used to argue with my father. What is in Gita? It says sattva, rajas, tamas, sattva, rajas, tamas, sattva. This is sattvic quality, this is rajasic, this is tamasic. What is there? So my father used to smile, okay, now you are young and you have all kinds of doubts, you'll understand. But when I heard Swami Sridharanandaji, then I could understand why it is. So God will not tell you, you do this, don't do this. He will give standards. This is Sattvic standard, this is Rajasic standard, this is Tamasic standard. Now you decide yourself. First you assess where you stand. First we have to assess where we stand, and then we try to improve. So first we have to find out whether I am Sattvic or Rajasic or Tamasic. And then if we know where we are, if we know the problem, then we can have solutions. And he has given. He has given this standard, 3 standards. Now you assess yourself and gradually you ascend to the highest. And highest is not Sattvic. To go beyond Sattvic is that goal. Traigunya Vishaya Veda, Nistraigunya Bhavarjuna. Transcend all 3 gunas. Gunas are not qualities, please mind it. Gunas are various standards. So even Vedas are Trigunatmikam. Traigunya Vishaya Veda. Nistraigunya Bhavarjana. Go beyond 3 gunas. Sri Ramakrishna is go beyond 3 gunas. So, one is we are suffering. All kinds of suffering. Mental, physical, emotional, what kind. And there is a solution. And solution is mentioned everywhere in Adhyatma Shastra. And to get rid of that, what we have to do? We have to do practice. And fruits will be delivered here and now. You do this moment, and this moment the results will be given. And Sri Krishna is mentioning this in the battlefield. We are not in battlefield. How difficult it was for Arjuna to practice this. But that time he could not, but later he did. That I'll also mention that here. So these are very important. It is important for a devotee who has transcended, like all this Athita Shaktoshi, Matkarma Parama Bhava. All these stages. Now he is Parabhakta, Supreme Bhakta. So such a Bhakta should practice this. What I mentioned here, Arjuna was incarnation of Nara Rishi. Nara Rishi is not ordinary person. Even Bhagavan says, as Pandava, I am Arjuna. So he's not a small minnows or fry. Now we say small fry. Here nobody understands what is small fry. So minnow, like small fish. But he was a great Rishi, Nara Rishi. So why he suffered, he suffered so much. All Pandavas, they had to spend 14 years in exile and one year incognito. So all this, there is no time to mention all those things, but they suffered a lot. But, Sri Krishna gave him the crust of the whole Sarva Upanishad Gavadogdha Gopalanandana. So he milked from all Upanishads, the gist of Upanishads, and delivered in the battlefield. But still he had to suffer, and then later he realized that. That we find in Bhagavatam. That at the end, when Krishna and all Yaduvansha clan of Yadus died And Arjuna came and narrated this to Yudhishthir. After that, he even cried, cried, and then he remembered all the things, and then he attained Brahma Sampatti. That he is realized soul, Brahmaham, Brahma Sampatti. So, and all the dualities went away. But Sri Krishna, even he said, now I have told you everything. Now yathishchasi tatha kuru. Whatever you want, you please do that. So, actually, they have no control. So, we see in the life of Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda was pestering Sri Ramakrishna to have that realization, Brahmanubhuti, in Nirvikalpa Samadhi. And in Kashipur it happened. And he could not recognize his body, only he had little idea of face. And Gopal Dada went to Sri Ramakrishna and said, Narendra has died. Sri Ramakrishna smiled and said, very good. He pestered me for years. Now he is enjoying, let Shala. Shala means rascal, enjoy a little. But after that he said, now you have realized, now I am keeping the key with me. Until you finish mother's job, it will not be opened. And he also told to other devotees that if he knows his real nature, then he will not remain in this world. And many times Swamiji wanted to run away from all this, all this lecturing, etc., etc. He was fed up with this. But as he went and meditated, he tested a little, again karma brought him back. It is the Divine Mother. He openly said to Sri Ramakrishna, I cannot do your job. He said, what of you? Your tor ghade korbe. That means your very bone will do, your neck. That's a Bengali expression. When Sri Ramakrishna said that you'll have to do mother's work, he said, no, I cannot do. So he said, tor ghar korbe. That means your very bone will do. And key is with me, Sri Ramakrishna. So he had to do mother's work. Similarly, Arjuna also had to do the work that was destined by Sri Krishna. That is why, instead of all the knowledge that he achieved and also he was exposed to during this time, but he had to fight, not only fight, he had to suffer the departure of his near and dear one, and also he had to kill his guru, his grandsire. We are not in that situation. We are much easier, and we are placed in easier situation. So for Arjuna, it was difficult, but still, let me quote Sri Ramakrishna what he said. One thing more. Sri Ramakrishna asked Naren that, Naren, what do you want? What is your ideal? He said, I'll go for meditation and enjoy the bliss for 2-3 days in a stretch, and in between I'll come out and eat a little and again go for meditation. He said, Sri Ramakrishna scolded that you are such a small-minded. I thought you will be like a banyan tree and weary people will come and take shelter in your branches. and where he passes by will rest in your shade. You think only yourself. What are you? Why you are such a small minded? Then Sri Ramakrishna said, there is another stage. After even experiencing Advaita, there is a stage which is greater than that. This is a very mysterious thing. What is beyond unity? What is beyond unity? You see, one thing is to first we have to realize that unity. We cannot understand what it is after that. That's a Hanuman also, Hanuman. He knows that Srinathe Janaki Nathe Nathe Abhida Paramatmani, that in Supreme Self, Srinath Janaki Nathe, and all are one. Tathapi mama sarvasyas Ramah Kamal Lochana. So even then I adore Rama, the form of Rama. That's my ideal. Chaste love, unswerving, unadulterated love. And that also, it's like for a play, a game. Sri Ramakrishna said. Water, a huge expanse of water, like ocean. Then you take your finger and put a line, imaginary line. This is me and that is you. Now I love you. So this is very difficult to even understand. It's impossible. Sri Ramakrishna, a divine child. He was not bound in three gunas. And he attained that state of unity. Still he came down to have a play. It's like experts, they know everything. But then they pretend with a child, like a small child, and play with them. So similar, this is that. So Sri Ramakrishna said, bhaktas me, ami, bhaktas I. If there is like that knowledge, then God cannot have the play. So he puts a little veil. Sri Ramakrishna said also, I have put a little veil over Narendranath. And he was searching that all his life. Later, after that, after realization. Only at the time of his Mahasamadhi, that time he got it. So anyway, Arjuna also had that same. That is why he could do this work for the avatara. Now let us come to those qualities, very important qualities, because these are our mental problem. First is like 6, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. They are all related. In the beginning, say in the second chapter, Bhagavan already said, Dhyayato Vishyan Pumsaha Sangasteshu Pajayati. We are very good. Say morning, we are very nice. Then we go for work or wherever we are in working field. Then we interact with this world and we get infatuated. So it is like window shopping. If you go for any shopping mall, then you see something, very nice. Then you come back, very, very good, very nice. 2-3 times, and then comes the idea, I should possess it. And then you ask what is the price, and you try to get it. So dhyayato vishyan pumsa sangasteshu upajati. Sanga, attachment. Sangat sanjayate kama. As soon as attachment came the kama, desire. I am saying this only as object. You can imagine in all other fields, like a boy and girl and all kinds of things. So sangat sanjayate kamaha kamat krodho vijhayate. That means if there is any obstruction, then comes anger. I like people should do like this way. But they do some a little different. Then I'm angry. Sangat sanjayate kama kamat krodho vijayate. Krodhat bhavati sammoha. As one gets angry, then he loses he is confused because he already lost his way. Sammoha. Moha means confusion. Samyak rupena moha. That means great moha. Sammoha. Krudhat bhavati sammoha. Sammohat smriti vibhrama. And then he loses his memory. What is good? What is bad? What should he do? Why he is for here? And all kinds of some smriti vibhrama. Smriti bhrangshat buddhinasho buddhinashat manashyati. And his intellect is also loses its track. And he gets destroyed. So this is the sequence. Now adveshta. That's why Bhagavan said adveshta sarva bhutanam. Sarva bhutanam means all bhutas. Adveshta means he is not envious of anyone. First let me read the whole two shlokas. He who hates no creatures and is friendly and compassionate towards all, who is free from the feelings of I and mine, even-minded in pain and pleasure, forbearing, ever content, steady in meditation, self-controlled and possessed of firm conviction, with mind and intellect fixed on me. He who is thus devoted to me is dear to me. Now Arjuna asked a very shortcut. But here list is about 35 qualities. And each one is like cultivating that quality is like man-sized job. And Arjuna wanted a shortcut. Bhagavan said, very good, I am also giving you a shortcut. Adveshta sarva bhutanam. First, no envy to any bhuta. Why? Because all bhutas are your reflection. And mother said, nobody is alien here. All are your own. Sir, samoham sarvabhuti. No, that's another. That that atma rupamyena sarvatra samam pashyati Arjuna. One has to see that if I am interacting with anyone, I am interacting with myself. Atmaupamena sarvatra samam pashyati Arjuna. Sukham va yadi va dukkham sa yogi paramo mata. Whether he is in distress or he is in a very happy state, he is a great yogi. That's my opinion. So one has to see Atmavat Sarva Bhuteshu. In all bhuta it is me and me alone. And actually it is so. All images that you see in your dream is created by anyone else? Did I go to your dream to create your dream? No, you create. You project. And if you, after creating, if you hate, you are hating yourself. That is why we should not hate anyone. It's not that, God has said this, I should not hate. No. If you are hating yourself. As easy, as simple as that. Adveshta sarvabhutanam. Maitraha karuna evacha. Mitra. Mitra means friendliness. So who is a friend? Very important. So there is a Subhashita. Papath nivarayati. Who is a friend? Who protects one from committing some mistake or sin. Papath nivarayati. Yojayati hitai. Who engages him in good work, in good thing, for attaining good results. He is a friend. So papat nivarayati yojayati hitai. Guhyam niguhyati. And something he says, please don't tell anyone. He keeps that word. And Bhagavan also said that, I am guhya. I am that something is to be protected, I protect that. Guhyam niguhyati. Gunan prakati karoti. Gunan prakati, friends, qualities. So the friend will say, who is Mitra, he will make it, thousandfold. Gunan prakati karoti. He reveals those qualities. My friend is like this, he is very good, very brave, and he is always helpful. All kinds of qualities. Then, apadgatam na jahati. When any difficult situation comes to the friend, he does not abandon him. He does not leave him. Rather, he stands those thick and thin. Apadgatam nacha jahati, dadati kale. And when it is required, he will help him by even monetary or courage or advice or whatever. Dadati kale, when it is required. Sanmitra lakshanamidam pravadanti santah. These are the signs and symptoms of a good friend. And we are very fortunate that we also have some friends like that. So, in return, we also should be like that. That whenever it is required, we have to stop our friend to doing something which is not good for him, or we have to engage him or her for something which is good, to keep his secret, her secret, and enlarging one's qualities, and not to abandon when we are required there. We have to give when it is required. These are signs and symptoms of Sanmitra Lakshana. There is another Subhashita. Manasi vachasi kaye punya piyusha purna. A good person, how one should be. Mentally, and through speech, and even physically. He is like, he is full of nectar, and he is pious. Tribhuvanam upakara srenibhi prinayanta. And he does good to all. Paraguna Paramanun Parvati Kritya. And he highlights others, even a minutest quality to highest. Like if there is a one grain, so he'll make it like a hill. Parvati Kritya. Nityam Nijahridi Vikasantaha Santi Santa Kiyanta. And all the time he evolves within himself. And how rare such people are. How many people are there like this? So, these are the qualities that one should inculcate. At least we should try to inculcate such qualities. Advishta sarvbhutanam, maitraha, karuna evacha. Karuna, that compassion, compassionate towards all. But Sri Ramakrishna taught us that compassion is not right word. Compassion means standing on a high pedestal. Yes, here is two farthing and please take it. Not like that. Rather, we have to serve. So this is karuna evacha. Nirmama. Nirmama means one should feel that nothing belongs to me. Nothing. Just imagine. Say we have our mother, father, brother, sister. Is it our choosing? How we claim that mother is my mother? So God has ordained. It's like it is a chance. So that's why there is a very nice saying. Na mata, na pita, na bandhu, na shastram, na shishya. Na chatvam, na chaham, na vo ayam prapancha. Even this, see, like friends, see, I did not know what is Portland 10 years back. I mean, I may have heard somewhere. And now I am here. And I have friends. So what I am saying, that wherever we are, this is the prapanch. Say like in your dream, you may think that, oh, it's me and mine and this and that. But after the dream is over, where are all those relationships? So one has to think this way, that nirmama. Say things that belongs to me. I have some books, okay, I have a few clothes. But where those? I did not create all this. Who created? Who sold? Who stitched? So nothing belongs to me, even not this body. Body is only the accumulation of some food. Body does not belong to me. Even the ideas, ideas I cultivated. Like, I read, I learned from my gurus. Even we say our gurus. Our guru, see here, guru is not denied. Father, mother is denied but not guru. Shishya is denied but not guru. That's Sri Ramakrishna, Everything can be denied but not truth. That's our self, Atmaiva. So we cannot deny such things, which is our real self. Then where to stand? Holy Mother, Swamiji, Swami Vivekananda went to Mother to see her. And he said, maybe a big lecture. Anyway, he said that Mother, nowadays everything is going from my mind. Everything is everything is like falling short of. Mother quietly said, Baba, my son, amake fele diyo na. That means don't abandon me. I may not be 100% correct in my wordings, but this is the theme and gist of it. That Baba, amake fele diyo na. Don't abandon me. Oh no, Mother, if I abandon you, where should I stand? So Mother is not physical mother. Mother is not, Mother is myself. How can I stand if I abandon myself? So this is, all other thing, nothing belongs to me, not even body, even mind does not belong to me. So nirmama, nirahankara. And if nothing belongs to me, how can I be egoistic? Nirahankara, sama dukkha sukha kshami. And for him, the sukha and dukkha, like these are waves. Why is dukkha? In our mind. And that's why people go entertain themselves or two pegs and then they are happy. So anyway, but here it's not like that. It's not uh, like numbing or benumbing your viveka and also power of discrimination. No, not like that. It is one has to grow oneself to see that all these are lower. It's not important. Don't worry. Say we worry first. Oh, what will happen tomorrow? What happened yesterday? Always we suffer because what happened yesterday. Why he said this? Why he should not behave with me like this? And tomorrow, what will I eat and what what I should procure, etc., etc. Why worry? Okay, whatever demand comes, okay, fine. I'm not saying please, don't take it otherwise. Some planning, yes, you need to do. Otherwise, you may be mismanaging your time. So I'm not denying that. But over worrying, that is not required. And something happened in past, fine, thank you very much. So one can deny such things, though it is so overpowering. It takes our mind and whole being. And we suffer because of that. So anyway, this is Advishta sarvbhutanam maitrah karuna evacha nirmamo nirahankaraha samadukha sukha kshami. One thing I'll say, what is very important, what should be kept in our mind, what is very dear to us. And this is written by Tulsi Das. Tulsi Das was a great poet and also devotee, great devotee. Tulsi Sathi Vipatti Ke Vidya Vinay Vivek. In difficult situation, we have few friends that we have to keep with us all the time. What are those? Tulsi Sathi Vipatti Ke. There are few friends. When you are in bad situation, one is Vidya. Vidya means skill, knowledge. Knowledge means we know something, but skill is I can translate that knowledge into action. So Vidya. Vinay, humility. Many times you can avoid quarrels and conflicts with humility. Vidya, Vinay, Vivek. Vivek is very important. The power of discrimination. Then we can understand what is good, what is bad. Vivek. Sahas, courage. Courage, very important. Many times we fail because we don't have that courage. In difficult situation, one should have that courage to cross that. And Sukriti. Sukriti means your good tendencies. Many times, if you keep one thing, there is a story. A Muhammad. So he used to take, he used to pray 5 times. So he was in a bad situation, in tempting situation. A lady was tempting. And that time there was Ajan. Ajan means call for prayer. And immediately he regained he said, no, it is time for prayer. So he was saved because of previous impression. So that is called Sukriti. Susatya Brata. Susatya Brata means whatever resolved, the good resolve that you have taken. One should have that resolve. But instead of all this, one can fail. One thing is Ramban. Ramban means unfailing. Unfailing. What is that? Ram bharose ek. If you can depend on Rama, then Rama means God. Then it is all, even if you don't have any other thing, but if you have that dependence on God, so that is enough for you. So these are wonderful teachings of our scriptures. So we'll stop here. Any question? Any? No, nothing, no question. Hope there is no question. Okay. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tatsat. Sri Ramakrishnaarpanamastu. We'll continue. I think next, what is the Sunday? Okay. Next Sunday we'll have. Then 29th we don't have class because of our preparation for 4th of July. But other classes will continue. No, next week we will be there. 29th, no class. Or 30th.
Rejoice, rejoice, the Lord of love is here. Rejoice, rejoice, the Lord of love appears. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see, they shall see, they shall see God. Rejoice, your mind, pray to feel His grace. Transform your life and live within His love. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see, they shall see, they shall see God. The Father is not far from you. He loves you so. Father is the nearest of the near. Open up your mind. Open up your heart. Surrender your soul to me. Rejoice, rejoice, the King see God. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see, they shall see, they shall see